past, say, 14 days, there's been some amazing relief within the interest rate environment. In the middle of October, rates hit a 20-year high, topping out at above 8%. In the past 2 weeks, based on some favorable reports with both the CPI data and the jobs report, interest rates dropped down to just around 6.5%. It's fascinating and welcome news, given that if we looked back to December of 2022, interest rates were also at about 6.5%. So relief to some buyers who were facing the peak of unaffordability within the housing market. Now, does this make it 10 times more affordable? Absolutely not. But it does create some drop in that monthly payment or an increase in the affordability for the average buyer. Looking at a buyer who was trying to obtain a $3,000 a month principal and interest payment with a 20% down payment, their affordability or the buying power that that buyer has with these rate drops allowed them to go from buying a home that was priced at approximately $510,000 to just about $590,000. So it's a pretty big increase in each buyer's buying power given the recent rate drops. In other news, the FHFA also increased the limits for a traditional conforming mortgage, while FHA borrowing rates, or the interest rate for buyers taking out an FHA mortgage, rates are possibly even lower for those buyers who are taking advantage of FHA loans. In that product, we're seeing rates just above 6% with some local lenders. In the greater scheme of things, we've also seen some positive changes roll out for 2024 with regard to the limits on traditional conforming mortgages. In the greater Boston area, the conforming limit has been increased to $766,000 for 2024, which means that borrowers who are looking to take out a loan of up to $766,000 still fall into traditional rate scenarios and don't have to look into jumbo products. If you're thinking about selling your home, this can mean the possibility of some increased buyer demand. Now, not talking about things going back to what they were like in 2021. Definitely don't expect to see 30, 40 different offers on each property, but I do think that it'll impact our days on market for the positive for those folks who are looking to sell their home. And I think for those who are ready and able to take advantage of the early spring market that pops out in January and February, believe it or not, that they might find themselves actually in multiple offer situations with some above asking offers. Now, super important to caveat there that I don't think that that's going to be for every seller, and it's going to be super important to connect with your agent to understand how things are shaking out in your local market. But this definitely means that there is a lot of opportunity to be had for both buyers and sellers in today's market. So if you're curious about how we can help you navigate the market and the current interest rate environment, or curious about what it could look like to partner with us for the sale or purchase of your next home in Mass or New Hampshire, visit our homepage and click on the Calendly link to schedule a time to chat.